Anyone just here from the back to a new Kingdom Hearts, or Kingdom Hearts, Crash Team Racing Nitro Field stream. If you didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And we are back with a new Thursday edition, and this is the last Thursday of January 2024. If you didn't see the last one, go and check it out. Yeah, I don't know why I said Kingdom Hearts when we're doing Nitro Field. I don't know why I said. I don't know why I said Nitro. I don't know why I said that. But in this edition, we are doing Blizzard Rider Hasty. And with us coming to the end of January, it's now a matter of time. It is now a matter of time until the Blood and Honey 2 trailer releases. Yeah, it's just a matter of time now until, like, it could happen any time now, because again, we got the confirmation close to the end of January is when the trailer will be dropping. So at any point now, the trailer could come out. I mean, most likely it's going to be at the, like, on the last day of January. But again, at any point, because we are coming to the end of January of 2024, and we got the confirmation. We got the confirmation that the trailer will be coming out by the end of January. And again, I will be covering the trailer as well when it comes out. Which I did do a reminder post as well. I did do a reminder post letting y'all know that, yeah, I will be covering the trailer of Blood and Honey 2. I will be covering the trailer and breaking it down for when the trailer comes out. I will be breaking down the trailer when it comes out. And yeah, y'all may have also seen recently, another Steamboat Willie horror film is being in the make. I mean, I don't know if it's the same one that we saw before. You know, the one that was announced the same time, or the same day that Mickey's Mousetrap was revealed. But it's called, along with Mickey's Mousetrap, we get another one which is called The Return of Steamboat Willie. And yeah, it is going to be a movie. It is going to be a horror movie. Yeah, another one. I was kind of confused if it was going to be another game or movie, but yeah, it's going to be a movie. But yeah, the trailer did come out for that. I don't know. You know that screenshot that we got on the other one that was going to be, that had Steamboat Willie on a boat going towards a city on a... I don't know if it's that one. Like, if this trailer is from that one, is that movie, or if this is a complete different one. Because we do know that there is about that other Steamboat Willie horror film that's being made, along with the Mousetrap. I mean, this could be a third one, right? The Return of Steamboat Willie could be the third for one. Who knows? But again, like I've mentioned before, it's pretty much at this point, all we can get is these types of things when it comes to public domain. When things go into the public domain, this is like the only things we could get from these that they can make. It's like those are the only kind of crazy projects that we can get for these public domain characters. And there was an interview as well recently from Nomura at Square Enix that actually sat down with some people on some questions. And of course, one of them he mentioned was that, of course, Kingdom Hearts 4 will have Disney Worlds. But of course, Quadratum is going to be really the main focus of course, Kingdom Hearts 4. But of course, there still will be Disney Worlds that we will be going to. Not a whole lot of Disney Worlds, but he did, of course, say that there will be Disney Worlds, which I know a lot of people were, like, curious. They were curious, like, if Disney Worlds were or will be in Kingdom Hearts 4. I know a lot of people were kind of wondering that, you know. They were kind of, I wouldn't say worried, but just curious if Kingdom Hearts 4 would have Disney Worlds. And he did say that it will. It will have Disney Worlds. And of course, when they started development of Kingdom Hearts 4, they were using the Unreal Engine 4. But when the next time that we see it, and that is going to be released on, is the Unreal Engine 5. The newer Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine 5 is going to be the next time that we do see Kingdom Hearts 4. And that is going to be running on when we get the game. And of course talked about the reasoning of not a whole lot of Final Fantasy characters, like when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3, and if they will even make a comeback. And if Quadratum is the same Shibuya as the World Ends With You characters, like Joshua, Neku, Siki, Bait, you know, Rhyme. You know, those characters that appeared in Dream Drop Distance. People are wondering if that's the same Shibuya as those characters are from. But he did state that it's not the same Shibuya that Quadratum is based on. But it doesn't mean, though, that we can't see those characters return, though. Even though it's not the same Shibuya as those characters are from, that Sora is the Quadratum Shibuya that Sora's being trapped in. It doesn't mean that we can't see those characters return. It's just not the same. It's just not the same Shibuya as those characters are from. He pretty much stated, but of course it doesn't. It doesn't mean that we can't see them. Right? It's just not where they come from. Quadratum is pretty much a different type of one from the ones that those characters are from. It just also depends how they would relate to the plot, too. Because, you know, it comes to certain characters. Like, if they'll be important to the plot. Or have an important role. It just depends on that. And of course, we had also talked about with how like the Twilight Trio, you know, Roxas, Sion, and Lei, and the Wayfinder Trio, Aqua, Van, and Terra, how they weren't expecting them to be, Square Enix and Nomura did not expect them to be so popular and very well beloved. And also talking about who knows about their future return, if they'll be present in future games after, of course, 3, going into this new saga in Kingdom Hearts. And again, it just depends if they'll be important to the plot as well. But yeah, Square Enix didn't actually expect them to become so popular. Very popular characters, and well beloved as well. And that's the reason, of course, why they brought them back, too. Especially Sion and Roxas, because again, those two were not supposed to return. Square Enix did not intend to bring them back in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, Square Enix was not intending to have those two characters actually return in Kingdom Hearts 3. But the fan base wanted to see them return. So that, of course, got the eyes of attention of Square, and that's how they got brought back. But it is interesting to think that, yeah, those two weren't supposed to come back. Square Enix wasn't going to have those two characters return. But thankfully, thanks to the fans, the fandom, they did return in the final game. And again, there were lots of other questions too, which was pretty interesting as well. There were lots of questions that were answered. And of course, some that they couldn't answer because it's a secret. They kept a secret for now, right? Like, who the two black-coated figures in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer are. He said that it was a secret, or it's a secret and he can't say who it is. Which, I understand that. That's, again, you want to keep things a secret, and I am glad that he does decide to keep things a secret for now. Because again, we do want to have surprises, right? There are things that you don't want to reveal that's right to the people. There are some things that you need to keep a secret, and keep for when we actually play the game, for us to find out and to see. And also talking about a whole thing about the Nameless Star as well, and the whole Verum Rex. Because again, Kingdom Hearts 4 wasn't actually going to be titled Kingdom Hearts 4. It was originally going to be called Verum Rex. Yeah, you know, the Verum Rex that we see in Toy Box. In the opening of Toy Box with Yozora and the Nameless Star and Yozora's gang. That was actually intended to be that was the original plan title for Kingdom Hearts 4. Until it's got the title of Kingdom Hearts 4. Again, quite interesting though, how Kingdom Hearts 4 was actually originally going to be Verum Rex, but now it's Kingdom Hearts 4, the fourth main installment. I know a lot of people definitely want to see a actual Verum Rex title though, especially where we get to do, like, play as Yozora. Which I really do hope we get to actually play as Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 4. It'd be pretty cool to play as Yozora in Kingdom Hearts 4. And again, I really am hoping that we will get to play as Riku in Kingdom Hearts 4 as well. Have segments. Because again, he's at the end of Melody of Memory. At the end of Melody of Memory, Riku is heading his was heading on his way to Quadratum to rescue Sora. And of course, in the secret ending too, we see him in Quadratum looking for Sora. So yeah, Riku is in Quadratum looking for Sora to bring Sora home. Like I said, hopefully we do get to actually play as Riku, or have some segments, have some pieces, some segments in the game where we actually get to play as Riku. I think that'd just be really cool though. Some segments we play as Riku, some parts we play as Sora, of course. Because again, Kingdom Hearts 4 is of course focusing on Sora's disappearance, as they also stated. As Laning is focusing more on his disappearance. And in his day-to-day life in Quadratum as well, him adjusting to the real world. Because, again, we are going into reality in Kingdom Hearts 4. In this saga, this new arc, too. We are going into a new... With us going into a new arc, the Lost Master arc, we are also going into reality. Things are going to be more realistic as well. With us going into reality in Kingdom Hearts 4. Sora in reality, in the real world. And that makes... Some questions make you wonder, too, when talking about Nomura stating exploring Sora's day-to-day lives in Quadratum. It makes you wonder if we're actually going to get some kind of prologue, you know, or kind of missions, you know, like we did with Roxas. It makes you wonder if we're going to get some kind of prologue with Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2, but with Sora in Quadratum at the beginning. Like him doing different jobs in Quadratum. I'm curious about that, though. And I think that would be pretty cool, though. And I have seen that some people have already seen the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey 2 trailer. So, again, it's not far from now. It's not far from now. And again, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this trailer. I'm actually looking forward. I can't... Yeah, it's crazy to think of actually saying that, but I am actually looking forward to seeing what the Winnie the Pooh 2 is going to be like. I mean, it's going to be better because of the budgeting, right? It's going to be better just because of the better budgeting. So the trailer, I'm looking forward to. Seeing Tigger as well. Seeing Tigger, Owl, Pooh, Piglet, and their real cool looking better designs. Because again, they look more like like what they're supposed to be. Because of from the good budgeting, it makes it look like legit fur on them. Just because of how good it looks. From screenshots, you can see of how realistic the fur looks on them. That's how good the budget for this one is. Because again, on the first one, you could pretty much tell that it's just a guy in a mask, right? In the first one, it was obvious that it was just a guy in a mask when it came to looking at like Pooh and Piglet. You could tell that it was just some people in masks. But on here, that is completely gone. It is completely gone. It definitely looks way better, and it looks way more like an actual bear and what Piglet would be, and Tigger and Owl.
Yes! Absolute ceiling! Look out!
And I think I've heard recently that some of the new emotions on Inside Out 2 are also at least the silhouettes. So the silhouettes of the new emotions besides anxiety, because we are getting more emotions. I think 3 or so more emotions in Inside Out 2. Not just anxiety. I know we're getting more than just anxiety as an emotion. And I did also say that there was, I don't know the actress's name, but somebody else was also added into the Inside Out 2 cast. Because remember, that's also coming out this year too. In summer. It's coming out in summer. So remember that.
That's a lot of turning!
I guess like Lay would say. I guess like Lay in Kingdom Hearts would say, get it memorized. Or got it memorized. As Lay would say, got it memorized. as he would say.
Yeah, try to dodge that. Absolute ceiling!
And then of course, February 10th is the year of the starts the year of the dragon. And what a lot of people are wondering if we'll get a trailer for Kingdom Hearts for Spyro 4. If we'll get a reveal or something for Spyro 4 on the year of the dragon. Because again, this year is the year of the dragon, right? It is the year of the dragon. And remember that trophy in Spyro 3 on Party Like It's 2024. And of course, Toys for Bob is clear. They have mentioned Paul Yan has made it clear that they do know, all of Toys for Bob do know that we want a Spyro 4, right? They have mentioned that they do understand that people want a new Spyro game. Toys for Bob are clear. They do see the big success and wantings of a fourth installment. Because again, Craft's got a fourth installment, right? Craft's got a fourth installment, so it only makes sense that Spyro would get a fourth installment too. Which, I mean, it still doesn't feel like it was that long ago since Craft 4 did come out, but it was 3, no, hang on. 4 years, or this year it'll be 4 years. It's only going to be 4 years since Crash 4 came out. I mean, that doesn't seem that long ago, but it does feel like it doesn't feel like it was that long ago since we got Crash 4, but this year is going to be 4 years since it came out. And of course, like I also said before, Paul Yan has talked about too that, especially from a post that somebody made on showing some games that if you would have to choose 2 franchises to make a sequel to, Paul Yan actually responded with Spyro and Banjo and Kazooie. Those are 2 sequels, 2 franchises that he would want to make a sequel for. So yeah, Paul Yan stating and Toys for Bob stating that they would be all in for making a Banjo-Kazooie 3, or it could be a remake of Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2. Either way, do a new Banjo game, and they would do a Spyro 4.
Better than hypersonic! Absolute ceiling!
So that's interesting, and I would actually love to, especially when it comes to Banjo-Kazooie, I would like to see how Toys for Bob can handle something like that. How they can actually handle Banjo-Kazooie. And think about it. There is a rumor, or there is a rumor that's pretty much since the end of last year, that's pretty much an insider has found that a new Banjo-Kazooie game is in the works. And now that Banjo-Kazooie, well, now that Toys for Bob is now part of Microsoft, right? Now that Microsoft and Toys for Bob are a thing, it's very well possible that Toys for Bob can be in charge of a Banjo-Kazooie project. And again, just like with Spyro 4, a whole lot of people has been begging for a new Banjo game as well, for a Banjo-Kazooie 3. So, and of course, like I mentioned, with Paul Yan mentioning or stating that he would be very well interested and would love to make a sequel to Banjo-Kazooie and for Spyro. And again, Toys for Bob are now part of Microsoft. They're now part of Xbox. So, yeah, it can very well be possible now. It is now possible that Toys for Bob can actually do a Banjo-Kazooie project now that they're part of Microsoft, Xbox. They can very well do a Banjo project.
Now this is my kind of prize.
And some people, even Canadian Guy even stated that of them actually can be coming into, have a chance now, of course, to come into Team Rumble. Which, yeah, they can very well come into Crash Team Rumble. We can actually see a Banjo-Kazooie and Crash crossover, with Banjo and Kazooie joining Crash Team Rumble. I mean, that's just a possibility, though, now that, like I said, with Toys for Bob now with Microsoft. Here's on that trophy. But again, it could very well be possible that they could come into Team Rumble. I mean, sometimes I just can't with the Crash community. Sometimes I just can't with the Crash community, especially with them wanting Team Rumble to end its support very early. I mean, again, it hasn't even been a year yet since Team Rumble's been released, and people are like, they want them to end support for Team Rumble. Like, come on now. Don't be like this. Don't be like it. I mean, again, there's still characters, even in the game files, that are yet to still come in Team Rumble. Like, mail-in trophy. Even there are characters that still have a good chance to come too, like in a data mine, with Pinstripe, Nina, and Tiny, and even other characters too. Sometimes I just can't deal with the community. Sometimes I just can't deal with them. The stupidity that is in the community. That can be in both Spyro and Crash community. There can be a lot of stupidity in the community, for sure. But there could be very honest people like me. A lot of honest people like me, and appreciates what they get, like I do. And not complain what we receive.
Shredder does that.
Yes! Now this is my kind of prize.
Sometimes I am just tired of my phone because it just doesn't want to cooperate. Literally. I just need a new phone. I am tired of my phone just acting up like it does. Like, especially like if I'm watching videos or just listening to music, sometimes it'll just fast forward. Even get out of the app too, and when it's just annoying. When I'm not even doing it too. It's just annoying. Yeah, sometimes I just can't deal with my phone just acting up like it does. It's really just, it's like the screen or something. It's like, not the phone itself, but just the screen. It just makes it what it does.
Hold on to your nacelle.
But still, I think it would probably be, I mean, it wasn't very, very long, like, very many years since I've had my phone that I have now. I feel like it was either 2020 or 2021. It was somewhere like that, I think. But still,
Absolute ceiling.
again, it's like more of just the screen is just acting up, I feel. Not so much the actual phone. But again, whatever I tried to do, it doesn't even work. Like, I try restarting it, and it still does it. I tried even updating it, and it still does it. Whatever I did, it just keeps doing it. So I feel like not so much the phone itself, it's just the screen that's just messed up. At least that's what I would like to think. I would like to think it's just my screen on there that's just messing up. That's what I would like to think.
Hey, that's no fair.
That's no fair. They're just loving this whole hitting with... Really? That's annoying. Okay, thankfully it got the clock before I could even get over the fence. Right? At least it did it after I got over the fence. At least it waited until after I was over the fence to do it.
Now this is my kind of prize.
But like I said, definitely make sure that y'all are notified for when the trailer does come out, because again, we will be breaking it down and doing some predictions as well of what could be happening in different scenes, kind of like from the screenshots that we had. Just doing some predictions.
Better than hypersonic! Absolute ceiling! Look out! Yes! Hold that for me, would you?
Which I definitely don't expect my predictions to be, like, correct. Like what I predicted on what could happen on, like, those screenshots. And most likely when it comes to the trailer.
Better than hypersonic! Absolute ceiling! Look out! Yes!
About to pass Stu. Hello, Stu. Maybe in trophy. Hit a Baker. Why not?
This is my kind of prize.
Did not mean to press restart. I still want to believe that this year we will get some Kingdom Hearts 4 news. I'm still having some hope that this year we will get some info.
try to dodge that. Yes! Whoops. Now this is my kind of prize. Better than hypersonic! Absolute zero! Look out!
There's a lot of speculation when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4 and when it could be released. And apparently there is some Japanese lottery that also had Kingdom Hearts revolved in it for ever since 2018. And yeah, so it had new pieces of Kingdom Hearts stuff, like one for 2018, right before Kingdom Hearts 3 released, because again, it was in 2019, in January, that Kingdom Hearts 3 released, and then there was another one for Melody of Memories, or that led up to Melody of Memories, and then one that supposedly is showing, of course, because of sneaky hints of when it comes to Missing Link as well. Because we know Missing Link is planned to be released this year. And then, most likely, there's going to be another one in 2026 that could be with Kingdom Hearts 4. Which, yeah, a lot of people are wondering, are having the theory that Kingdom Hearts 4 won't be released until 2026. Yeah. Which, hopefully that could not be the case. But again, I'm kind of, again, not wanting it to be so soon, because especially, who knows how long it's been in development, right? I want to have Kingdom Hearts 4 as soon as possible as well. I agree with a lot of y'all that would say that, but I don't want the game to be complete rust, right? Because when it comes to Kingdom Hearts games, I want them to be well developed and well polished right before they're released. So if we even do have to wait until 2026, hey, I'm fine with that. Right? I mean, yeah, that's another 2 years. Right? That's another 2 years. And meaning that if it is in 2026 for Kingdom Hearts 4, then it would mean that it would have been 7 years since Kingdom Hearts 3, the last main installment for since Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, if 2026 is somehow the year of Kingdom Hearts 4, then yeah. I know a lot of people are going to go crazy too if it is in 2026.
My kind of prize.
I know a lot of people would probably go crazy. Again, I would like to assume that it won't be 2026, right? I'm very much with y'all. I'm very much with y'all of, yeah, wouldn't want to wait until 2026, but hey, for as long as it takes, I would be perfectly good for how long it takes for them to do for. So yeah, for as long as it takes for them to make Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm perfectly fine of how long we would have to wait. You know? And again, this is coming that speculation that somebody did saying about with the 2026 is pretty much from a lottery, regarding a lottery in Japan, and from the past with the past Kingdom Hearts games that came out, that it was leaning towards those ones. Kingdom Hearts 3, Melody of Memories, you know, for example, Missing Link, what it shows too. So, again, that's just from speculation of, again, what people are talking about when it comes to it. But it could very well be 2026 before we get Kingdom Hearts 4. And most likely, if it were to be 2026, most likely, and maybe by that time, I would have a PS5 by then, right? Especially when it comes to if the game is next-gen exclusive, right? Like if it's next-gen, PS5, Xbox Series XS exclusive, then maybe by that time, 2026, I would have one of the newer consoles. Who knows? Again, I still want to believe that this year we will get some information. I'm not expecting a whole lot of information regarding Kingdom Hearts 4 this year, but at least some information. I feel like it won't be until 2025 until we start hitting the actual main marketing for Kingdom Hearts 4. Because again, Square Enix still has to release their current Final Fantasy game, which is releasing next month. So I feel like once they have their current Final Fantasy game released and out of the way, then they will, of course, the next game that obviously they would be focusing on is Kingdom Hearts 4. If I am correct about that. I think they only have one Final Fantasy game that is still yet, that is, of course, they're getting released, which is February that it has a release of. So, yeah, once they get that one out of the way, they can get their focus on Kingdom Hearts 4. Which, like I said, could still see some information this year. But I feel like it won't be until at least 2025 until we see the full-on marketing for Kingdom Hearts 4. Right, where they start to fully market it and advertise it. Where we see lots of more trailers and lots more advertisements for Kingdom Hearts 4 leading up to the release. That's what I would feel like. That it won't be until next year until we see the full advertising. That's just me saying, though. That's just me doing my mouth. Just doing some guessing.
Hey, that's no fair. Look out!
I mean, if it is if it is 2026, that means when it comes to how old I would be. I mean, if it is like early 2026, then again. But let's see. This year I'll be 21. This year I'll be 21. Next year, 2025, I'll be 22. So if it is to release in 2026, that would be the year that I turn 23 years old. So if we are going to be saying if Kingdom Hearts 4 releases in, let's say, January of 2026, right? Let's just say January 2026. I would still be 22. I would still be 22 years old. Let's just say. Let's just say if Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be in 2026, let's say January, right? Again, I would still be 22 years old. That would be the year that I would be 23, but I would still be 22 years old. That's just guessing, though, right? But yeah, that would be the year that I would be 23 if it is in fact the year if it is in fact 2026. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think of this stream. Hit the like button, subscribe, and the comments for you. Turn it on so you see anything new. I'd like to know what y'all think. Catch you next one.